to the repeat and yet another Talking Through the Medias, where I'm reading the intro. So welcome to the world. Your home for entertainment news and reviews by fans for fans. Remember to like, subscribe, share your thoughts during the show while we monitor comments, because I read them. Chris may not, but I will see them and I will read them out loud because we absolutely want to know what you think. And please roast Chris because that's hilarious for me. I am Sarah Katherine the Red, and joining me is Chris.
I went to my face of this is the face of disappointment. So guys, if you don't know, when we started the show, something glitched and it recreated last week's episode, and we had a viewer on there. I don't know if he's going to return back. He's probably like, I am out of here.
Yeah, Mark's on, and he did welcome to star members.
Mark is probably like, this is amateur hour over here, man. What the hell? But guys, thank you.
Mark and Perry are on.
I'll do the whole intro that we normally do. Prepare yourself, guys, for another episode of Talking Through the Medias. I am, of course, Chris Fagan, and joining me as always is the lady that I have to say the entire title. For some reason, I don't call her Sarah anymore. She is Sarah Katherine the Red. And for some reason, we were talking about that earlier. I call her that even like in normal conversation. Hey, Sarah Katherine the Red, how's your week going? Like, why do you call me that, Chris? It's just Sarah. I don't know.
I never say that. I'm fine with it. Call me that. It's cool. That's my name. That's my handle.
Hey, she's like, if you like it, I love it. All right.
That's my nom de plume.
But it's better than me being, Chris Fagan the bald, or something like that, I guess that's how it is. But it's just, I feel like I'm setting up the whole when we go back to the wheel and when we go back to the bet on black, bet on red games that we used to play. Yeah. Those games are coming back. We were planning on playing a game today, but we kind of short on time, especially now. But guys, we're gonna go through a couple of main topics that we have for the week, and we're gonna start off with a few that I have to put a spotlight on really, really fast. So the first on the spotlight, that if I can get it set up, let me just switch over real quick.
I can read it while you set it up. So YouTuber Tasha K loses her defamation lawsuit against Cardi B and is ordered to pay over $1 million in damages. Now, I haven't really been following this, Chris, but I know you have. So why don't you tell us a little bit about it and what you think about it?
I haven't followed like the whole thing, like the gist of it from what I have been able to catch up to was that there's a YouTuber. Her name is Tasha K.
Ordered to pay over $1 million in damages.
And
that's our sorry.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, let's pretend like that never happened. All right. And we're back. 3, 2, 1. So, from what I understand, the YouTuber Tasha K, she's just like our channel, similar to our channel. She does entertainment news and things like that. She's also kind of like, she has like this gossip column kind of a vibe where, or I guess, I don't know if gossip is the right word for it, but like hot topics kind of a thing. And the hot topic that one of the things that she tried to really harp on kind of reminds me of this other YouTuber, calls herself this a harpy who loves to talk about Brie Larson all the time for no reason. Just anything like, oh my God, can you believe Brie Larson puts her shoes on one at a time or her pants like a normal human being? Like anything that she can say about Brie. So it feels like Tasha K just had like a real hard on for Cardi B. And it started to increase her views and her clicks. So she just kept up the chatter. So things like speculations of Cardi B being I think she's like she solicits for prostitution, or she used to, or I think that she has an STI and she gave it to her daughter, and things like that. And she would keep doing it
awful.
to the point where it got to Cardi B herself. And she, from what I understood, she said she reached out to her directly, like, "Hey, these things are not true. You're not saying these things like in a way like in my opinion or I heard. You're saying these things as if they're like facts, like you've met my doctors or you know me personally or something. Like you're saying it to your millions of subscribed audience and just saying these things about me."
Yeah,
And
I mean, Mark has it right. He goes hashtag lawsuit nation.
oh yeah,
So, I mean, for real.
oh yeah, Cardi B sued her, and won. And I hear that in law, defamation is one of the hardest things that you can win in. You have to be able to prove like these damages, and Cardi B proved it. She proved it. She sued for defamation. Let me go down this real quick. So you said you haven't heard much about it. I'm just now mostly catching up. So let me read this real quick. Cardi B awarded over $4 million in libel suit. This is coming from Variety against YouTuber Tasha K. Cardi B was awarded nearly $3 million in punitive damages and attorney fees on Tuesday in her libel lawsuit against celebrity gossip blogger Tasha K. The award comes on top of the $1.25 million that jurors awarded on Monday after finding that Tasha K, whose real name is Latasha Kebe, or I don't know if I'm saying that right, Latasha Kebe, liable on accounts of defamation, invasion of privacy, and infliction of emotional distress. At one point, it was said that Cardi did get emotional on stage. She even, and we know how Cardi can be a little raunchy too. She even got raw. She even cursed in court and had to apologize to the judge.
I mean, she just is who she is. Like, that's just what it is. Like, defamation and libel are different. So libel is when somebody in the media, so somebody who's portraying as news media or something like that, comes out and either in print or publication makes statements that are not true, but they make them seem true. Like, they present them as facts, and they don't, like, generally real news publications, like if the New Yorker accidentally prints something that is false, they would have to come out and retract the statement, and in the next issue to make sure that they do a retraction saying that, hey, this was false, and that kind of thing. Otherwise that opens them up to that libel lawsuits. And so I guess that's the big thing. So defamation is like somebody spreading rumors about you. And in this case, since her whole YouTube channel, from what I gathered from Chris in this article, is that she's, presenting facts, like she's basically being a news media outlet. She would be considered libel. So anything that she says that is truly false and she's presenting it as fact would be considered a libel case and not defamation. Right.
And to continue on real quick, and guys, like I said, we are monitoring your comments, but let me continue real quick. Let's see, where did I leave off? Cardi B sued Kebe in 2019 over several videos uploaded on her YouTube channel that made harmful claims that let me do that real quick. Harmful claims about the rap artist. Tasha K claims Cardi B contracted herpes, was a prostitute, cheated on her husband, took hard drugs, would give birth to a child with intellectual disabilities, and even came after her child disabilities, and had engaged in lewd acts with beer bottles, among other assertions. Cardi B's lawyers said Kebe was obsessed with slandering the Bodak Yellow rapper and continued posting slanderous content because it got more views than her other posts. Cardi B's lawyers added that the rapper was not a prostitute, had never had herpes, and had never used cocaine. The federal jury in Georgia awarded
she's hyped enough. She doesn't need drugs.
Oh, all right. Awarded $1 million on Monday to cover Cardi B's pain and suffering, reputation damage, as well as another $250 million for medical expenses. On Tuesday, the jury ordered Kebe to pay an additional $1 million in punitive damages, and her company, Kebe Studios LLC, to pay another $500,000. On top of that, Kebe is required to reimburse Cardi B for the personal cost of bringing the lawsuit, a total of $1.3 million. That brings the total verdict to nearly to $4.1 million, as confirmed by Cardi B's lawyer. There was another YouTuber that was like, "Oh no, after this is all said and done, this is going to be about $5 million." He got close. It's $4.1 million. What do you think? Like it's like what you were explaining as far as what's going on with libel and things like that. I'm sorry, I got the wrong one up. But as far as like libel and stuff like that, what do you think? Like, what's gonna happen, or what should happen?
Well, I think that I honestly, as crappy as this whole thing is, that one individual, that one YouTuber had decided to come after the celebrity, I think that this kind of sets a precedent that YouTube information, if you present yourself as a newsworthy source on YouTube, you are under those same standards that other news media outlets would have. So if you come after somebody and you spread lies, presenting them as truth, and don't retract anything, then
and Cardi B gave her a chance to retract.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's normally the case. They normally, if you reach out to a newspaper outlet saying, "Hey, this is false," this is false, and you're of a credible source to that, then they have to do an investigation, and then they either retract it or they leave it in if they believe it to be true. But you have to back up what you say. So I like it because, like Mark pointed out, one of our viewers, he's commenting below, it's people say whatever they want to say on YouTube, and this holds them to some credibility standards. So for example, those other YouTubers that are, presenting themselves as newsworthy sources and then just basically lying and attacking these celebrities for no reason, I'm glad this has now set a precedent. So I don't know if there's been any other cases like this before, but money talks, and this will make those YouTubers kind of think twice about what they're saying for clickbait.
Exactly. No, I 100% agree. Let me, I was actually working on something, like fixing the screen while you were talking, but no, I 100% agree. And from what I read, from what I understand, Cardi B reached out to her and gave her a chance. And said, you need to pull these videos down. This stuff is not true. And I don't know what was going through Tasha K's mind, and was like, I'm not gonna pull these things down. But this should be a warning shot, especially because there's another. I forgot what her name is. I call her the harp. She calls herself the YouTube harpy or something like that. Was really big on that other channel, Geeks and Gamers, and she has a hard on for like Brie Larson. I'm not saying Brie Larson's gonna sue her for defamation or anything like that, because from what I understand, she just gives her opinion. She doesn't like Brie Larson based on just the movies that she's done. She didn't like for whatever reason. Well, I've talked about it before on the channel. I'm not gonna gripe on it again. But look what happened with Tasha K and this situation with Cardi B.
Cardi B. Mm-hmm.
And I said it. This was years ago. I remember one of the most popular videos that I've done on this channel was Jason Bell, and we talked about this. We talked about how these things can come back and bite you on the butt. Why is this thing not?
Well, it's like anything you put on the internet. Now we're in an age where technology is so ready, available to everyone, that we can put whatever we want on the internet. But
she did it just for clicks. And that's why I brought up that other YouTuber, because I broke it down that that person was only getting a certain number of views. But the second she started bashing Brie Larson, and I said it myself, if the internet gods were to come down to me and say, Chris, if you were to bash Chris Hemsworth on your channel, you're gonna get, by next month, you'll have 1 million subscribers. I would make Chris Hemsworth cry using my words if you could give me that guarantee. But would I do it just because that's what I want? No, I'm not gonna. No, I mean, I want.
But you would only say it if it was true.
I would give my opinion. Like, I don't like Chris. I don't like this or like that or blah blah blah.
But you don't know him personally, what this person did. You could only talk about his career, because
exactly,
you're saying all this stuff like you know them personally.
Exactly,
and you don't. And that's something I hate about our society and the way we treat celebrities or politicians or people that are in the media. We talk about them like we know them personally, and it's ridiculous. You'll never meet this person. I'll never meet Tom Cruise. It's okay, I don't like his work. I just don't. He just.
But if Tom Cruise, if you bumped into Tom Cruise tomorrow by accident, by pure coincidence, you'd be polite.
I'd say hi. I've met Tom Cruise. Would I take a picture with him? Probably not. I just don't. I'm not into that kind of stuff, so I probably wouldn't, get him to sign my T-shirt or anything. And I'd be like, "Wow, we're the same height."
Too much.
And I'd move on.
2 months later, Sarah Catherine, oh my God, me and Tom, we're getting married. Like, yeah, wow, yeah, famous last words. We'll see. I've said that too about that other YouTuber. I said that woman that bashes Brie Larson all the time. I said if she ever met Brie Larson in person, she wouldn't have the guts to say it to her face.
She would be kissing her feet.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just what it is. I mean, unfortunately, that's the world we live in. The more crap you talk about somebody, the more people want to listen, and it's sad. Yeah. Because they're never going to meet these people. These people are.
Well, Tasha K got to meet Cardi B in court. Cardi B was in court.
Minds and feelings, and yeah. I don't like it.
Yeah.
It just makes me sad for the world that we live in.
Let's see, end it off real quick. Cardi B continued, during the trial, all of you have learned about the darkest times in my life. The moment in time was fueled by the vile, disgusting, and completely false narratives that we repeatedly and relentlessly being shared online. I thought I would never be heard or vindicated, and I felt completely helpless and vulnerable. I have never taken for granted the platform that my fame allows me to have, which is why for over 3 years I dedicated every resource I had to seek justice. Cardi B was represented in a trial by Maureen Williams, I was just talking about her lawyers and everything. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So it goes on, but in trial, I mean, Cardi B got emotional. At one point, Cardi B revealed that it got so bad that she contemplated suicide. And whether that's if that's the case, then that's
words
wild.
Hurt.
Yeah,
words hurt. If there was somebody, no matter how famous I was or what I was doing, if there was somebody that was loud enough and making enough stink, saying that I had herpes or my kid was going to be born with special needs, all of this stuff, and people were talking about it enough to where I heard it, that would hurt my feelings.
Cardi B had to prove in court for the public to hear that she did not have these things were not true.
Yeah.
She did it. She had to. She brought her records and everything in.
They were blatant lies, and she was just doing it to blow smoke and get views. And it's sad. It's sad. But if you think about it, even as the humble person that I am not a celebrity by any means. Somebody says something bad
that's the only
about
reason
me.
why I have you on this show is because
somebody said you're so funny. Somebody says something bad about me. It's going to make me feel bad whether it's true or not. But then I'm also going to go, well, why on earth would they think that? Like that's the same stuff that we deal with when we're in high school and middle school. And so it's just sad. It's just sad. Yeah. It just makes me sad. And I hope that this is something that YouTube takes a little seriously, so people who represent them as news outlets maybe get categorized a little differently.
Oh, I'm sure. And, I'm sure. She has over a million. I think she has a million of followers. No, you're right. Yeah. I think YouTube will start. If anything, yeah, this is definitely. I know the powers that be at YouTube are probably definitely going to be checking that algorithm.
They're lucky they weren't also named in it. I mean, because people sue everybody.
Yeah, that's true.
They sue platforms for posting.
I think if it went that far, I think YouTube would have immediately shut her channel down. But she kept YouTube out of it. I mean, for one, YouTube is such a giant. You're not gonna really, it was no real point. I mean, they can defend themselves.
But they go to Facebook and they sue Facebook for not regulating their content.
Yeah.
How can YouTube promoting this content, or I'm sure they promote stuff just as bad as what Facebook got in trouble for.
Right.
So why wouldn't they be held to the same regulation? Because they're a social media platform, a sharing platform for videos.
You know what? I think if she would have implemented YouTube in that whole conversation, that probably would have probably shut Tasha K's channel down. But that wasn't what Cardi B was going for. She was just going for a retraction. From what I understand, she gave Tasha K the chance. She reached out to her directly and said, "Please stop." and she didn't take it seriously. She thought, this is getting me attention, this is getting me views. And with millions and millions of views, that does generate millions of dollars in revenue, but it doesn't generate over 4 point whatever million dollars worth of revenue. There's no way. That lawsuit that Cardi B just won is way above and far beyond what that Tasha K machine or influence brings in revenue. That's going to destroy Tasha K. And from what I heard, Tasha K has resorted to, she hasn't done like new material lately. She has been re-uploading old videos from the past and whatnot she hasn't been doing anything new. She's just been like re-uploading old content and kind of keeping the thing going. But in my opinion, after that, shut it down. Just shut it down. I don't know. I don't know what advice to give. I would say, like, if it was me, I'd be begging for mercy.
Her lawyers, if they don't win the appeal, she'll just go Title VII bankruptcy.
Yeah,
most of that will go away except for her current assets, so the company and stuff, any money that she has in that. So she's just gonna have to reset, but she'll be able to keep some of the money, and she won't owe all $4 million. So that's just how that works. It might be a big number, but she'll go Title VII, and a lot of it, if not most of it, will go away.
All right, guys, let us know what you guys think about that. Let's move on to the next, real quick. The next thing that I had on the spotlight. Let's see if I can pull it up real quick. It was
Daredevil and She-Hulk.
So yeah, that's a little Daredevil news that was coming up. Let me see if I can pull this up real quick. So guys, there was something that happened on the John Campea show. I don't know if you guys know who John Campea is. He's a movie critic. He has his own channel on YouTube as well, like in a theme of YouTubers. He had a little moment on his channel where he was talking about as if he knew that was something that was going on with the Daredevil character in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Now, I'm going to play the clip from his channel real quick, and this is just for news purposes. So John, I follow you. I support your channel.
This is an unedited.
Yeah, don't try to. Yeah. No, this is fair use. I'm going to call this under fair use. So just keep that in mind. But if he decides to sue me, then I'll apologize. But this is news that I'm gonna report. So this is what happened on the John Campea show recently, and I'm gonna get Sarah's thoughts on this. So Sarah, here we go.
I haven't seen it.
Ray and Rob, I'm happy about the Daredevil series coming back. Thank you, Spider-Man, No Way Home.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Well, I think he's because we see Charlie Cox in Spider-Man No Way Home.
Yeah, but I don't think anybody. I don't think anything's official that there's going to be a series
as of right now. But we do know that he will continue playing Daredevil should Daredevil show up.
I will say this. I know something about Daredevil. Actually, you know too.
Well,
but we cannot say.
No,
we cannot
but I
say
would
what
say
it
that
is.
there are other. I mean, Daredevil is a lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you need to say. He's a good lawyer, as we know.
Which means he can play a lot of different functions in the MCU.
And
all right.
Maybe he'll be on some kind of procedural show with another lawyer?
Maybe.
Oh my goodness.
Who knows?
All right. Let's keep going here. Did
you see that? Did you see that at the end when John Campea was like,
so the part Law and Order MCU edition.
Like that was the part that made me laugh. It was the fact that John Campea at that part where it felt like his co-host whose name is Robert Meyer Burnett was about to reveal too much. And John Campea switches the camera to him, like, okay, this is the shot. Like look at me, like as if I'm John Campea. He switches to himself and puts himself on camera going, look, shut up. Let's stop talking about this thing that I brought up. Like, I just thought it was funny that John
it's
Campea.
Kind of a setup. Obviously, they're insinuating that they know something that they're not going to share right now.
No, I 100% believe it because John has been in the business for years, decades, and he has a lot of influence. There's people in Disney that send him. He on his channel. He has revealed that friends of his, that sources in certain outlets or companies like Disney will tell him things, but they'll swear him to secrecy. And this is obviously one of those things. But okay, so based on this, what do you think is the secret that he's talking about regarding Daredevil?
I don't know. So Daredevil is a lawyer. He's gonna be there for whoever needs whatever, and depending on what characters they are, a lot of these characters live in the same general areas.
So you don't know do you know what's slated on the Disney Plus app, right? What's coming up?
Yeah.
She-Hulk.
Yeah.
She-Hulk is a lawyer.
Yeah.
So that to me, that's what he to me was implying, that Charlie Cox is probably going
from the number 2 Daredevil and She-Hulk.
Yeah.
Video from you put it in the notes. I already read that out loud.
Well, from the note, I was like, wait a second, did you not get the
read
note?
it out loud. No, I'm waiting for you to tell me something new.
But
you put it in the notes. I read it out loud. I was like, I already put that together, Chris, because you already told me.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm stupid. Okay, but do you think that based on what he was gloating about, like, I know something about Daredevil, like, do you?
Well, I mean, that makes sense. If they're both lawyers, maybe they have a practice together.
Ray and Rob.
Oh, I got that thing going again.
They can definitely bounce off each other, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
They know each other's secret. They don't have to hide it. And so they can, watch out for each other in that way. So, I mean, that would be cool to see Daredevil and She-Hulk, pair up.
I think that would be. I think that would be cool. I think John Campea inadvertently by Robert Meyer Burnett, who by the way, I have the other guy that was on that was Robert Meyer Burnett. He was giving away too much. That was when he was saying, like, he was going like let's stop talking about this. I've been on I've been featured on Robert Meyer Burnett's channel last year.
Cool.
And we were supposed to collab again, but he's gotten so busy lately. I don't know if he remembers, or if I got to reach out to him again. But I'm hoping to be on his channel again. Robert Meyer Burnett is a great director. And one of my goals is to be on the John Campea show as well. But it's never gonna happen.
No, never say never.
Oh, I'm 100% guaranteeing never. I can say I'll give myself a 20%. I've been featured on the Robert Meyer Burnett channel before, but I'll give myself, as far as being live, I'll give myself a 25-30% chance of being featured on Robert's channel, and maybe we'll talk about Daredevil. But yeah, I think that they gave it away. I think they gave it away, that the secret that John Campea, I can't prove this. No, don't try to sue me for libel or defamation or anything, because I don't know this for a fact. I'm saying, based on what he put out on YouTube on public, I'm thinking that I'm guessing that what they were getting at was that
it makes sense. She's a lawyer. He's a lawyer. That's not a difficult leap there.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a far leap to speculate on that. I think that that's exactly what they were talking about. What is going on with my camera here? Sorry about that. I'm trying to fix my. There's a problem going on with my camera right there. But man, that background is really messing up. There we go. I fixed it. But yeah, that's what I think is. I think that's what's going on. With everything that's been going on with Disney Plus and with these shows, what do you think? Do you think are you going to even watch are you have any interest in the She-Hulk?
Yeah, I'm going to watch it. Of course I'm going to watch it. Any female superhero, I'm going to watch it.
Oh, because it's a lady. That's the only reason why. So sexist.
If women don't support women, who's going to support women, really?
Okay.
Support each other.
Hey, I'm a feminist too. I support women. Definitely.
So you in a wig is not supporting women. I'm just kidding.
Hey, it's not supporting. It's not. But yeah. I think
Christina over there, Chris in a wig,
Chrissy,
Christina.
My alias Chrissy says that I 100% believe that that's the cat that they inadvertently let out the bag. I can't prove it.
It's not a far leap.
It's not a Farley.
Lawyer. Okay, gotcha.
Little lawyer on lawyer action. But guys, let us know what you guys think. That was the clip from the John Campea show, where John Campea tried to shut down even though he started the conversation. I know something about Daredevil, and obviously he told his friend Myra Burnett, and he hinted that from what we saw, spoiler alert, from what you saw on No Way Home, when Charlie Cox said, "I'm a good lawyer," come on. There's another lawyer out there, which there is. It's She-Hulk. It's happening. I'm going to say it's confirmed. Not because the John Campea show has confirmed it. Talking through the media is confirmed. Watch me be wrong.
Confirmed. Chris
theory. Chris rumors and specs. Let us know what you guys think if that's going to happen.
Chris theory.
And maybe we'll talk about it later. Now let's run real quick through the main topics, guys. If you have like I always say, if you have a topic that you want to send to us, you can email us and let us know what you guys want us to talk about. But let's run through the main topics real quick. So I'm trying to get myself together. What's the first topic?
The first one is from the Hollywood Reporter. Robert Pattinson, the Batman, runs nearly 3 hours with credits. 3 hours with credits. Do you know what else ran 3 hours with credits?
What's that?
Lord of the Rings. Harry Potter. Do you think this is going to be Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings as highly ranked and anticipated as one of those movies?
I feel like Matt Reeves he's in direct competition with Christopher Nolan. Like, I can make a more grittier, a more realistic Batman.
It's like DC and Marvel, man. They're always batting against each other. So I mean, this is normal. Of course. Like, Batman is DC's, one of DC's big guns.
Yeah.
Of course.
It's his biggest marketing machine. Batman. Yeah.
Yeah, I like Batman.
Of course you do. So. It's a guy in tights.
I just don't like it when they put nipples on the outside of his suit. I never got that part.
Bat nipples.
I don't understand. Why do you need nipples?
Bat nipples, patent pending. But as far as the 3 hour runtime, I'm for it.
Why do you need sculpted abs on your suit? They don't serve a purpose.
Hey,
what's the tactical purpose of nipples and
it strikes fear. Like, you're distracted if you're looking at these.
You're what the hell? Why do you have nipples?
Exactly. And then Batman gets the advantage. Batman. But I'm for this. Now, it just makes me excited.
3 hours. You're for?
I'm not the nipples. I'm for the 3 hour runtime. Mm-hmm. I just feel like this is going to be the longest of any film starring The Dark Knight, and one of the longest of any superheroes. It's like the third longest. It comes under 3 hours. This is including the credits. But it brought up another question that I want to ask you. Back in the day, there used to be intermission for movies. Do you think they should start bringing this back, or at least start dividing it? Like, this movie features an intermission, this version of it doesn't. So do you think they should slowly start reintroducing intermissions?
I would take a 15-minute break in between a 3 hour
I think it would be good.
If it's more than 3 hours, I think for sure. At least 15, 20 minutes. No, I'm not talking about let's do 30-minute intermission, quick 15, 20 minutes.
I think 15 is a good, something
like that.
Somebody talked about a 5-minute intermission. That's not enough time to get up, go to the bathroom,
run back.
And forget the bathroom. Sometimes the concession line is long, especially on a Friday. Yeah. That's not enough time. I say 15.
I just need a quick pee break and then come back.
It would guarantee enough time that you can go to the bathroom or go to the concession, and then have enough time to make it back to sit down before the intermission starts. Maybe it'll say, it'll slowly fade into the screen, intermission, and then there'll be a ticker, 15-minute countdown or something like that. They can
just play commercials or something.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe I think that's probably what they did back in the day. Whatever they used to do back in the day, or if they come up with something new, whatever works.
Yeah, because the dancing food back in the day.
Oh, let's go out to the lobby, like before the movie started.
Go out to the lobby.
I used to love that movie. What was was that? I don't know if you have that in Georgia. There's a movie Joe that was a cat that here in Texas. What's that franchise?
I don't know.
It's Cinemark. Do you have Cinemark in Georgia?
I've never heard of it.
So you don't have it in Georgia.
No, but I didn't grow up here, so it's okay.
Oh, there's a movie
know.
franchise called Cinemark, and they used to have a cat. Movie Front Row Joe is what his name was. Front Row Joe. There was cartoons. They played it before the movie. This was in the mid '90s and stuff. They haven't really done the Let's Go Out to the Lobbies and the cartoon stuff before the movies since like the '90s. Really, it kind of got played out. But I'm thinking it's time, bring it back, and I'm down for an intermission, guys. Let us know what you guys think. Would you be down for an intermission? Mark is calling y'all and say, hashtag Georgia Peach. They had a 30-minute intermission. 30 minutes, Jesus.
Yeah.
That's a bathroom break right there. You can make a phone call, go to the concessions, go to the bathroom. You can run
captain's log, star date.
Boy, you can run an errand.
Do what you gotta do.
But before we go, let's say Mark was asking, what do you think about the? Let me read the comments real quick. What do you think about the metaverse? The metaverse. Who's doing the metaverse?
I think the metaverse, and Mark, correct me if I'm wrong. Metaverse is DC's multiverse. Basically. Oh, the
Isn't
metaverse
right? From DC. The DC's okay.
DC's metaverse.
I'm excited about that from the Flash movie. That reset, but I'm hoping that they don't take out Henry Cavill. But if DC has a plan finally, then I'm excited about it. Sorry for the 5-year-old in me. We'll stop talking now. No. Sometimes I forget to go back to the comments, Mark. But no, you're fine. Hey, what's going on, Perry Kelly? I see you out there too. R&B needs to keep it to himself rather than spill out the beans of new movies. But yeah, I got to do better. I've been forgetting to check the comment section. But guys, if you want to guarantee a spot on We Got Your Mail, support the channel with a tip or a super chat.
Yeah, we're going to read the tips in a little bit here. See those.
Next, but let us know what you guys think about the idea of an intermission. Do you think that we should introduce an intermission? The Batman is 3 hours long. Does that make you more excited about the movie? Does it think that you're like,
if it's 3 hours, that's a long time to sit in the movie theater.
You're going to fall asleep? You gonna fall asleep in the theater?
I'd much rather sit at a 3-hour movie at home to where I can pause it, do what I gotta do. I mean, Dune was 3 hours, wasn't it? No, Dune wasn't even 3 hours. It was 2 hours and some change.
Right. Well, Batman is just clocking under 3 hours, so it's not 3 hours really either. But it's just under 3 hours. You could say
any movie is under 3 hours then.
Yeah.
You know, any movie that's not 3 hours is under 3 hours because technically, if a movie is 90 minutes, it's under 3 hours. Yeah. So let's be serious. If somebody's going, it's under 3 hours. That means it's more than 2 hours.
That means semantics.
That means it's closer to 3 hours than it is to 2 hours. That's what I'm guessing is the common nomenclature.
Because I'm not, Marcos. I'm not old. I'm not old either. I'm 33. You damn kids! Well, guys, let us know what you guys think about the Batman being about a 3-hour movie, and buckle up because, hey, look, I that's why
buckle up, don't drink water.
Exactly, I get a slushy. I'll get a slushy, and I won't start drinking it until like an hour in. And I always go to the bathroom. I think we talked about this last week, like our movie traditions. I don't go to the bathroom until like one of the when the trailers start, like when the trailer that I've definitely seen, then I go in. I try to go to the bathroom right before the movie's about to start. I'll empty it out.
Yeah.
Visualize that for a minute. All right, guys. Let us know what you guys think about that, and let's move on. What's the next topic of the day? Is coming from is it IGN.com. So Spider-Man No Way Home concept art was released, and it hinted towards a duel between, you guys, spoilers if you guys haven't seen Spider-Man No Way Home, but I mean, come on, if you haven't seen it by now, you're not going to watch it. It hinted that there was supposed to be a duel between Mysterio and Doctor Strange. Now, I don't know if this was supposed to be a variant of Mysterio, if this was, but either way, whether it was the Mysterio from that universe, from the MCU universe, or for the Sony MCU universe, that Jake Gyllenhaal, or another variant of Jake Gyllenhaal, I don't care if it was a variant or not. If it's a Mysterio, it implies that he's using technology to create illusions. What the hell is that going to do against the Sorcerer Supreme? That would have been the shortest ass fight in the world. What was he going to do? Like throw some sparkles in his face? Doctor Strange could have shut that down. I'm sure
might get him with his pretty eyes. I don't know.
Oh God! Somebody has a crush on Jake Gyllenhaal. Here we go. But no,
okay.
there is no way. It would have been fun to see, but come on,
fight.
You really think that Jake Gyllenhaal's Mysterio would have had a chance against Doctor Strange?
It'd be a short fight.
Like, bzz, get this guy's this gnat just buzzing around.
Push, blood.
Yeah, exactly. Like with the drones, the question with the drones have come out, would this have been a variant of Mysterio who actually did have magic? Who knows? It could have been.
No, that's too much.
That would have been too much to squeeze in, but it would have been cool to see them try to squeeze that into a quick little fight between. And I see this concept art around the Statue of Liberty where Doctor Strange and Mysterio are flying around, and I see like you got Mysterio flying around, but if it would have been the Jake Gyllenhaal, the same Mysterio that we saw, then that would have been an illusion right there. That Jake Gyllenhaal would have probably been on the ground somewhere and just pretending. Like this, no wonder this was cut out of the movie, because it would have been too complicated to squeeze in at the last minute like that. Unless this would have been a more advanced Mysterio, I guess. I don't know, from a different universe. But
yeah,
what do you think? Good idea to put him in, or good idea to keep him out?
I don't think I care that much about it one way or the other. I think that.
How dare you?
Yeah, it wouldn't matter. Wouldn't matter to what the story arc would have been.
Well, I mean, at the end of Spider-Man: Far From Home, people said that there was a scene where it showed that that Mysterio might have been alive. Like Jake, there was a guy that Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh, they don't kill anybody just in case they want to use them later.
Oh well, yeah. Even if we kill you, you're still on the contract.
Yeah, we're gonna use you later.
I think it would have been. I think it would have been great if they would have brought him in, but I think it would have been overcomplicated. But that's just me. Let us know what you guys think about it. Moving on to the last main topic that we have for the day from comicbook.com. This is something that you brought to my attention.
Yeah. So Percy Jackson, if anybody remembers that show and all of those, they're like little titans, little children of.
Didn't they have like two movies?
Yeah, they had two movies, and they kept talking about how they were going to do another one and do more of them, because they were pretty cool when they came out. And so what this article says, and this is from comicbook.com, which is a reliable news source, it says that the actress Alexandra Daddario, who portrayed Annabeth Chase in both films, she was in both movies, is excited to see the film's cast. Percy Jackson come to Disney Plus and do a series, and the original cast is Quoddy Fingers may do a cameo in that new series. So it'll be interesting how they present the series and how that's going to go. But it's a good storyline, so I was kind of sad that they didn't do more with it. So I'm kind of happy it's coming in. From
comicbook.com, let's see, it was reported Percy Jackson star addresses if she will return to Disney Plus series. I remember that there were two of them. I don't know how I saw one of them, or maybe I saw both of them. I don't know how popular they got.
2010 and 2013.
To me, they were just okay, but they didn't really grab my attention. That was just me, though. But after years of anticipation,
you weren't a teenager.
I was teenager-ish. I was 30. After years of anticipation from fans, the world of Percy Jackson is headed to live action once again with a live action series. Now, the question that I had was would this be a continuation with the same actors, or would this be a reboot?
No. So obviously the actors cannot play teenagers that played in the 2010 and 2013 show.
I mean, Tobey Maguire played a teenager in the Spider-Man.
So
he was 58.
So we don't do that anymore, Chris. So it's going to be some kind of reboots, or it's going to be something. So we will see whether or not the original cast of Percy Jackson comes in. I mean, it could be all the new demigods and all that stuff going to that same camp, and the original cast maybe are counselors or teachers or whatever at that secret, demigod school. We don't know what it's going to be, but ultimately the setup is there for them to do what they do.
And it says from comicbook.com, says this comes after 2 years of previous films attempts to adapt the franchise to 2010 Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief and 2013's Percy Jackson Sea of Monsters. While those installments were met with a bit of mixed responses, their cast members were largely embraced by fans, including Alexandra Daddario, who portrayed Annabeth Chase in both films. There's been a lot of curiosity about whether or not some of the film's cast could cameo as other characters on the Disney Plus series. But in a recent interview with Rap Women's Unwrapped podcast via Yahoo, Daddario shot down the possibility. No, Daddario said with a laugh. No, I love Percy Jackson. I loved it when I stepped into Percy Jackson and got to that job. I had no idea of what it was. I was like a bit part actor in New York City. I was a kid. I was working at a bar. I didn't have any idea of Hollywood or all this stuff. And so when I got the job, I didn't really know what I was stepping into. I knew it was a really big movie, and it was the most amazing experience in 22 and 23-year-old could have. Chris Columbus, who directed it and is producing partner, were so supportive. I was eternally grateful to them, and I learned so much, and I've gone on to have a career in business that I've wanted to have, and that's amazing. Daddario continued. I am so excited for the kids that are going to be cast in that, and how they'll inspire a new generation of young women. So that, she pretty much shut that down. Not even a chance for a cameo.
How many people that have said something about a Disney series about no way, not in it, not going to be in it, and then they end up being in it. So I don't know. It'll be what it'll be. We will see. Yeah.
I think
I'm just more excited about the whole story coming back to life and seeing what they're going to do with it, especially in a series. So I'm excited. I was a fan.
I was indifferent. It was, I'm a part of the MTV generation. I feel no highs or lows. So,
yeah. You have no feelings. We got it.
It was all right. Yeah. All right. Let us know what you guys think. Are you excited about that? I even put that on the, in the community tab. So if you are interested in Percy Jackson, let me know. All right, guys, that's the show. I think we went way longer. I know I know you got a lot of work to do, Sarah. Appreciate you guys for talking with us in the comments out there. Perry,
thank you, Mark, for basically funding
the whole
kids' colleges.
For the whole show. Sarah, if they want to find you online, where can they send those questions, those comments to you?
Right below. It was right below. It's Sarah Katherine the Red. I'm mostly on Instagram. You can find me there. I also have a YouTube channel that I barely use. And then I've got the other podcast within the guild where you can hear me and make fun of Chip, and Scotty makes fun of him too. Just kidding. We love you, Chip. And we talk trash about a lot of the sci-fi and Marvel stuff and have a great time.
And then, guys, if you want to find me, you know where you can find me, right here on the channel at T3 Medias. You can hit me up also at Chris W. Fagan. That's my direct one. I don't use that one as much, but either or, Chris W. Fagan or T3 Medias. If you like it, I love it. If you guys want to reach out to me, send those questions, those comments, concerns. I appreciate you guys for chatting with us. This show has been brought to you in front of a live studio audience from our man Mark. who had come in the clutch with the great questions.
Mark and Perry, thank you for watching.
Perry, always a pleasure. Perry out there, I appreciate you with your comments as well. Perry, Kelly, is it Pierre? Pierre Kelly, if I'm saying that right.
Is it Perry?
Is it Pierre?
Yeah.
Let us know if it's Perry or it's Pierre. And if I'll apologize if I got it wrong. And Mark
No, I think
out
you're
there,
right. I think it is.
I appreciate you guys for chatting with us as we talked about the topics. Check us out on also on all social medias and follow us there as well. And until next time, guys, peace.
Thank you. Thank you.
Our supporters help make all this content possible, so make sure you check
You
out
did
our
it
Patreon
again.
page so you can help us bring you the content you want.
Push the pedal to the freaking metal. I'm turned up just like heavy metal. Yo. Turned up on another level. Push the pedal to the freaking metal. I'm turned up just like heavy metal.